I know it's been a while, but me and James are here for our 12-week update. Today he is 12 weeks old. He just woke up from his little nap. He had like a 30-minute cat nap. So anyways, let's get started with him. So since you guys saw him at 7 weeks or whatever my last video was that I made, my laptop got stolen. I don't know if you guys remember me saying that, but my laptop did get stolen. My camera I've lost like 7 times, and I finally found it again. So that's why I am filming today now that I found it. And my camera broke on my phone, so I had to get a new phone, and it shattered again. My phone still works, but the camera on it is bad quality that I dropped it now. It still takes pretty good pictures. It depends what kind of lighting you're in, but I don't know, so I didn't want to mess with it. So that's why I haven't been making videos, but now I am back and I'm ready to start making videos. And I know I probably said that last time, but that's because I broke my phone. But now I have my camera, and I have my brother's computer where I can edit my videos on there. But yeah, so at his well, I don't know if I told you this, but at his 1 month appointment, he was 11 pounds 2 ounces. And then, you know, everything was fine with him. And then at his 2 month appointment, he was 13 pounds 14 ounces. So from the day he was born, he was 9 pounds 5 ounces to a month old. He gained 2 pounds 9 ounces. And then from the time he was 1 month old to 2 months old, he went from 11 2 to 13 14. So he's over 2.5 months old now. He's almost 3 months old. He'll be 3 months old a week from tomorrow. But I'd say he's a little over 14 pounds now. He is a little, I'm not going to say little, but a big chunker. See? You say hi? This is James. I love this little long sleeve on him. It reminds me so much of fall. I think it's the cutest. The doctor thinks that his eyes are going to become brown. My eyes are brown, but right now his are like a muddy blue, which she means it's blue, but they have a little of brown in them. So she thinks they're going to turn brown, but I think they're going to be like a brownish blue and stay that way. But the top of his head has so much hair on it, and on the sides he's losing it because he sleeps on his belly, and he'll, you know, roll his head back and forth, which makes the hair come out. And in the back he has this big patch of hair, and then just a tiny little spot of, like, it's not bald, it still has hair. But yeah, so he's doing really, really well, and he is on Similac. Here's Kyle. He's on Similac sensitive. He drinks about 6 ounces at a time, and he was on Enfamil. That's what Wick was giving us, and he was freaking out, being so colicky on it. Like, I would not suggest it. I mean, I went from breast milk to Enfamil, and it was terrible. And everyone was like, well, every baby I've known has been fine with it. And I'm like, well, right when I put him on Similac, he was fine. So I don't know what it was about the Enfamil, if it, you know, upset his stomach, and he was already, you know, using the Gentle Ease or whatever it's called. I would not suggest it. I know it's a little bit more expensive to go with the Similac route, but he is holding his head up really well, as you can see. This is him with his head. He has been like this since like 1.5 months. He's been, you know, really good at holding his head up. He barely ever drops it unless he's really, really tired. I put him in his little jumperoo, and, you know, we have a little, you know, a bunch of things that he can stand on and bounce on and stuff. And he holds his, like, his head up really good, and his back, he can't, like, sit up by himself, as you can see yet. I'm not trying to push him, but he can sit in one of those, and he'll be totally fine. What's wrong? What's wrong? Were you just yawning? What were you just doing? But yeah, he's doing great. Like I said, he drinks 6 ounces at a time. He's been drinking 6 ounces at a time since like 1 month old. I mean, he's a big boy, so it's not like he can have 3 ounces or 2 ounces or whatever. When he was born, he was drinking 3 ounces at a time because he was just so big. He would, you know, go to 1, then 3, then 4, then all of a sudden he wanted 6 because he'd cry for more. So his pediatrician told me to switch him right on to 6 ounces. So what? So he He's in size 2 diapers. When he was born, he was in size 1, and then right away he was in size 2 like a month later. We are using the Playtex nursery bottles, which had the drop-in liners, and those work great for his gas. He doesn't really get gas anymore at all. Just like I said with the Infamil, he gets so cranky, so we do not use that. And also Medela bottles. When I was breastfeeding, I still have some of those, and those are just like our backup bottles if he needs like a little bit more, like, you know, a 2-ounce bottle, or if he's not really hungry and he wants just a little 4-ounce or a 2-ounce, we use the Medela bottles. And if it's anywhere from like 6 ounces, you know, 4 to 6 ounces, that all depends. We normally just use the Playtex nursery bottles. And we use Pampers Swaddlers for diapers. We have a box of Huggies. I'm not really keen on Huggies at all. Wipes, we don't even care what wipes. He's not really sensitive to wipes or anything. He does not get diaper rashes. They circumcised him at 2 days old, and they did not take enough foreskin off, so now he has to grow into it, which is, you know, terrible. When he was at the hospital, you know, it looked fine. It didn't look like, you know, it looked like he got a circumcision. But now, you know, the foreskin is over the, you know, the tip of his penis, so it doesn't even look like he got circumcised. I've had so many people ask me when I'm changing him, like my family members, you know, didn't you get him circumcised? And I said, yeah. Well, my doctor told me that they didn't take enough foreskin off, so now he's going to have to grow into it. And, you know, I would never want him to, you know, have to go through the pain again and have to redo it or something. So, at 2 months old, this was even hard to go through. At his 2-month appointment on the 16th last month, I was crying my eyes out. He got his shots. He got 3 shots, and I was bawling my eyes out. He turned beet red, and he was screaming his head off like it was the saddest thing ever. And like 5 minutes later, he didn't even remember it, and he was smiling. But still, it's like the worst thing to see. Obviously, like, there's way worse things that your child could, you know, be going through, but shots are terrible when, you know, you're a first-time mom or anything. Like, even if you just had a baby, it doesn't matter. Like, any kind of, if you had 10 kids and your 10th kid or whatever goes for her shots or his shots, it's still going to be hard for you. It's just something moms will never get over, is, you know, crying when people go get, you know, kids go get their shots. Especially little guys like you. Little guys like you. Are you hungry? He must be hungry. So I guess that's what he wanted, was food. He is doing awesome. He, you know, eats like a champ. He, for 4 days or 3 days, he didn't poop once, and I was kind of concerned, but I guess babies can go 4 days without, you know, pooping, and I didn't know that. So I called my doctor, and she told me to have a little, like a 4-ounce bottle of water, or just add it to formula, some Caro syrup, just like a 1/4 of a teaspoon or something, and I did that, and he did poop. I guess it's a laxative for babies, so if your baby is constipated, some Caro syrup will do the trick. Just a light corn syrup. I think what corn syrup it is? I don't know what it is. It's Caro syrup. K-A-R-O, and you can get it in like the baking aisle. It's for baking, but you can give it to them. Just like I said, a 1/4 of a teaspoon to start off with. Some people do 2 teaspoons. No, a 1/4 of a teaspoon made him poop, and that was only a little tiny bit that I gave him in a 4-ounce bottle of water. I would not suggest giving 4 ounces of water straight up to them. I would suggest putting it in their normal formula. Like they said that you can do that online. That's fine. Just shake it up good because it's like a thick syrup, and don't get the dark, get the light, obviously. So, he doesn't really cry much unless he's very hungry or if he's trying to fight sleep. He is a fighter when it comes to sleep. I'm telling you right now, he will flip out over sleeping, and the minute he goes to sleep, he'll crash for like 3 hours to 4 hours during the day, and at night, he'll fall asleep anywhere from 9:30 to like 11, and he'll sleep through the night, and sometimes, it depends when he goes to bed. If he falls asleep at like 9:30, he'll wake up at like 3 or something like that in the morning, and then want to eat and then go back to bed. Now, if he goes to sleep around midnight, he'll sleep until like 7 in the morning. He sleeps pretty much throughout the night. I just make sure I give him 6 ounces right before he goes to sleep, or else he'll wake up crying because he, you know, doesn't have his stomach full or something like that. So, you know, I try to make sure he gets, you know, what he needs before he goes to bed. Me, so James, yeah, he's doing great, as you can see. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Clothes, he can wear 0 to 3 month, like, onesies. They're pretty tight on him, but he can wear anywhere from 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. He's worn a 12-month onesie before. It was a little big on him, but it depends what brand it is. And, like, pants and shorts and stuff are, like, 0 to 3. you know, 3 to 6. He can fit into those. His 3 to 6 month overalls do not fit him right now, and it's kind of sad because, I mean, he'll probably be able to fit into them by like the winter time, and I won't want him in overalls. But the long sleeve, the shirts that go with the overall underneath is a long sleeve shirt, so I might put him in that if we go out anywhere. But excuse me. Me and Kyle are pretty good about waking up at night and helping each other out. Like, I normally grab James out of his crib, bring him in the bedroom. Kyle will make a bottle, and I don't care if Kyle falls back asleep, because I know he either has work in the morning or whatever, and if I have work in the morning and he doesn't, he'll feed him for me. And if he's fighting sleep for like an hour and I just need sleep, I'll wake Kyle up and be like, can you take him? And then he'll get him to sleep and whatever. So, you know, we're a good team when it comes to, you know, taking care of him and stuff. But I've had many requests to make a video, so I'm very sorry I haven't, and I have had many requests to show you guys my stomach, which is disgusting still. I hate my body, but you know what? It's all because of him, and I don't care, because he is a blessing in my life. Like, without him, I mean, I probably would be nowhere right now. Like, yeah, I know it's like, oh, being 19 and having a baby, that's stupid. Like, everybody thinks that, but it actually changed my life. Like, I have something to do in my life now besides, you know, get in trouble. And, you know, all last year I was just getting in trouble and I didn't care. Now I've smartened up fully. I had to put James down. He is so heavy that my arm was getting so tired. Plus he's like right about to fall asleep anyways. But anyways, so I am starting work. I already started work like 3 weeks ago. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Subway. I've worked at 2 Subways in the last, you know, I've worked at 2 Subways 3 different times. And, you know, I'm making more money than I did last year, and I have, you know, Kyle and my grandmother to help out, you know, excuse me, watching the baby, so it's really easy for me to work. And, like, I have stress at home through, like, all family issues, not inside my house, but outside, so it's just nice to get away and go to work and not have to deal with any of those people. But I've had many requests that people that want to see my stomach, so I guess I will show you. It's nothing special. Like, this is 12 weeks postpartum, and I think I look, you know, better than I did at 1 week, but I still haven't really lost the skin from having him. I don't know how I can. I know cardio and everything, but I know skin is really hard to get rid of. It's not fat. Everyone's like, oh, you're chubby. Like, no, I'm not chubby. It's skin from having a baby. Like, you know, somebody just told me to go walk the other day. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, one of my closest friends. I'm like, fuck you too. So anyways, I guess I'll show you. No, my fly isn't down. This fly is broken, if you could notice that. And these pants are really tight, so I might have a little bit of muffin top, but who cares? So this is me with my shirt down. I feel like I'm doing a pregnancy video here. And with my shirt up. I still have, like, obviously my stretch marks, but they are very, very fading, like, faded away, and they're a little bit darker on my sides, but that is my 12-week postpartum belly. I can actually see my tattoo now, which got a little bit messed up from having him. Just the tops, like right there, got a little messed up, but the rest of it seems to be, like, this is my whole tattoo, if I can bring it up. It's a bunch of flowers. They're lilies. They're tiger lilies. Not many people see this, but it didn't get that messed up, thank God. But, yeah, this is me. I am 140 pounds. I was 185 the day I had him, so I've lost 45 pounds. I think that is awesome. For somebody to say that I need to go walking, like, screw you. I gained 55 pounds with him. I was 135. I was 130 and I gained 185, so I gained 55 pounds with him, I believe. So I've lost 40 of those pounds. 45, excuse me. So I need to lose like 10 more to be back to 130. So, I mean, anybody that says I need to go walking can screw themselves, because I think I've done a great job losing weight. I had him on a Tuesday, and that Friday I went into the hospital. I was in the hospital because James had to be there for a week with pneumonia, as you guys know. But I had him on a Tuesday, and I had to go to the doctor's on Friday because my stomach was killing me. I thought I tore a muscle when I was pulling on the bed sheet to push, which didn't help at all anyways. But so I was pushing, and I thought I tore something, so I went to the doctor's, and I already lost 14 pounds from Tuesday to a Friday, from all the, the placenta, the water weight, obviously him, fluid. I still had fluid buildup in my legs for 2 weeks after I had him. The swelling didn't go down for 2 weeks because they pumped me with fluid when I got my Pitocin and everything. So I guess that's going to be it for this video. I will be making more videos as soon as possible and making a labor and delivery video for you guys. And I'll try to do updates as much as I can. Just leave your questions and comments below and I will answer them as soon as I can. I'll be checking YouTube about once or twice a day. You can also go down below in the links down below and you can find my Twitter, which I don't even really use. And you can also find my Facebook, which is my fan page. And I don't really give my Facebook out to many people. I have one for like my family and stuff. But I have a fan page where you can also message me there if you don't know how to message me on YouTube or whatever. Or if you use Facebook more often or whatever, you can message me through there. It is Toriboo55. That is my name on Facebook. And it's also in the link down below. So I will see you guys in my next video. And until then, be happy, safe, whatever. Just have a good day, and don't let anybody tell you that you're fat and that you need to go walking when you just had a baby. So anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support that I got through my pregnancy. You guys are awesome, and I'm so happy that he is with me, and I'm just so happy he's healthy. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!